Well, forget form, forget stats. This is a derby game, and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history.
And a chop! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up. You know,
It's Mkhitaryan! And it's skewed away.
well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
And he's decided to go for it. And here's Dumfries. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Estupinian. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Just about within shooting range. Ricci, Fofana, Salamakers has created one goal already. Thuram is wide and looking to get onto this. And the shot! There's a goal! Inter are back in business. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Modric. Fofana. Estupinian gets into some space. Estupinian. Rafael Leao. Oh, well played, well played. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Modric. And he won. Great chance! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ricci. Now it's Nkunku. Milan are looking to break at pace. Çalhanoğlu. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Now, can they get him away?
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Pavlovic. Now Ricci. Now it's Nkunku. Searching pass he's played there. Tries a shot! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There's the delivery.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Barella did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Estupinian. Tomori. Pavlovic. Modric. And it's Fofana. For Salamakers. And that could set him on his way. And it's made its way to him. Brilliantly cut out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goes for goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. Real chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's had it taken off him. He rises! He scores! And they are right back within touch! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
There they go, hunting again.
Modric. And it's Ricci. And it's Nkunku. Mkhitaryan. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Martinez certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Salmakers.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he plays one through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Rafael Leao! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Mkhitaryan. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Rafael Leao. DiMarco. Looking for the run. It's a threatening chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Thuram looking to add to his goal. It's played through for him. Oh, nice touch. Over to the left. Ricci. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through. Great ball and a decent chance! And it's come back out to him. Oh, taken with style. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And yes, it's him again.
So now the
Shot, surely! It's hit the upright. No, not quite.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Fofana. Nicely worked. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Oh, he's been caught, climbs up big! And that's wide. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Salmakers. DiMarco gets across to intercept that. Now Ritchie. Çalhanoğlu engages and forces him off the ball. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Zielinski. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Pavlovic. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Salmakers. And we're done. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Rafael Leao, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. Thoughts on what we've just seen? So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. One of the world's great city rivalries. The Milan derby, it has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game. And Martinez! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Searching pass he's played there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. DiMarco. Nkunku puts his foot on the gas. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Inter Milan, already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Martinez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Çalhanoğlu. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. DiMarco.
Fired deep.
Big header! Goal! Inter! The breakthrough strike! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Decent chance!
Back into the middle. Inter Milan.
Applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. That's good vision.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
And now as good a time as any to...
Modric! Superb by Modric! A finish right from the top draw. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter.
He's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Modric.
Can he get it through? Oh, important interception.
Akanji. Now Martinez. Half an hour played now.
Great ball, and he's in. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Chance for a shot!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Modric. Rafael Leao. Estupinian receives it in a wide position. Now it's Nkunku.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Great vision. And the finish! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's
Ci saranno 3
Çalhanoğlu.
minuti di recupero.
Well, that is one way to stop him. They get a throw in. That is ended up in no man's land.
Can he get on the end of this?
Martin.
Can he finish?
Oh, crossbar! And the referee brings the first half to a close.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Milan 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. So we're just settling back into this second half. Fofana. And it's Fofana. Ricci. Floated through.
Goes for a shot! No mistake!
Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
It's become a case of men against boys. Fofana was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Çalhanoğlu. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Now it's Thuram. Martinez. Mignon claims comfortably. Now it's Rafael Leao.
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied at the last.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. Cross flung in towards the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Winter.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Aims beyond the
80.113
defence.
spettatori.
Çalhanoğlu. He's a sharp little ball here. Tomori gets over and intercepts. Fofana. For Salamakers. In with the challenge. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Shoots! And it's in!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Modric. Cleared away. Martinez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neatly clipped into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And here's Nkunku. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been cut short. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked deep.
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, almost a sixth!
Milan certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And the a shot! Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. It's Modric! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
So, third corner of the game.
Here's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
It's bounced back off the post. DiMarco. Fofana. And it's Fofana. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's in on goal. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents,
He gets big! And they can counter here.
4 minuti di recupero.
4 added minutes on the board. Fofana receives it in a good position here.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Modric plays it short.
Now there's a great chance! And he steered it beyond the post. And we're done. Milan have won it by sheer force of character, as winning teams do.
So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
The action has already started. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Martinez powering forward here, nicely intercepted. Martinez is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Ball's out once more. He's played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Ricci goes steaming forward. That is a great... Cuckoo! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Ricci. Some really good ball movement. Knocks it out wide. Good ball, good take. Milan are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Barella. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and...
Big chance! They just took too long getting forward.
Rafael Leao simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Fofana making good progress on the right-hand side. Ricci cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be into...
Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And he's let fly. Great effort, but no way through. Rafael Leao. This looks promising. Salmakas. Picked out brilliantly. Turns and goes back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So
Shot a goal! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
And Kunku simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you,
And the finish! There's a goal! A goal at a really telling moment.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Tries to play it through. He's got away. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Modric is eyeing up his options in the middle.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Real chance! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, the ball's come loose here. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Martinez. Nkunku. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Pressing high and with purpose. Sommer sends that a long way. Milan have reclaimed it. And he plays one through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nice interception, well timed.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ricci opts for safety. And it's Modric. Thuram. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Barella. And Bastoni. And it's Mkhitaryan. Estupinian goes sliding in. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Tomori. De Winter. And back to the keeper. And Tomori. Estupinian. That's a good run down the left. And Tomori. Not the most accurate pass. Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. De Winter. Salmakers. Fofana looking to run onto it. Salmakas. Now there's a fine ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And a chance! Yes! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really...
Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. Milan get themselves into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Out of play for a goal kick. Salmakas. The final 5 minutes. And it's Modric.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. That's been slipped through. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Salamakas gets into a good position. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very... So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. The Milan dot. Oh, what a mistake! Can he finish? Rafael Leao finds himself offside. Modric. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Fofana! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Çalhanoğlu. And it's Mkhitaryan. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Dumfries threads one in, and this is Çalhanoğlu. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed particularly well in Italy, and his very front-footed approach to defending has been very impressive. He's very fast for a defender, and that pace allows him to both engage opponents early, while at the same time he can do a lot of covering and recovering, so being able to deal with raw pace is a huge asset these days.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Fofana, nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a very decent... Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Dumfries. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Modric. He has found a way through. Nkunku! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Ricci. And here's Rafael Leao. Çalhanoğlu. Nicely shaped ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ricci. Rafael Leao. Oh, red. Nice interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Mkhitaryan. And here's Lautaro Martinez. It's Mkhitaryan! Ricci. Rafael Leao. Modric. That's very neat. Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram. Oh, the ball's gone astray. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, played right into his path. Modric. Ambitious ball here. Rafael Leao! Oh, it's hit the post. A probing pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that has left him in a heap. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Di Marco. Aims beyond the defence, and he's managed to get free. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Estupinian. Barella makes the interception. Sommer punts it upfield. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Martinez. He is through here.
Oh, really well played.
Tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Pavlovic. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after. It's Çalhanoğlu! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Salmakers. And it's Fofana. And he's forced to go back. Pavlovic. Martinez does really well to win the ball there. Barella. Now Thuram! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Ricci. Now Modric. Ricci. Fofana. That's been cut out, well played. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. You have to say that was an chance! There's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with...
He's one-on-one! And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. In by Çalhanoğlu. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Gets his head on it! No, not the best of headers. Ricci. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make...
Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bastoni gets it clear. And it's Modric. And here's Rafael Leao. And that is a little undercooked. A real chance to break. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Zielinski. And here's Thuram. De Winter. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Ricci. Fofana. De Winter. Fofana. De Winter. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. And that has been clubbed away. Estupinian. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Modric. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ricci. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Chance for a shot! Well, what's he giving here? And this could turn out to be one big kick of the ball. So this to extend their lead. That's an extraordinary save from Sommer! Bastoni getting this one clear.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's DiMarco. Pass somewhat off target. Very much into the last knockings.
4 minuti di recupero.
Modric. And it's Ricci. Just eases him off the ball. Zielinski. It's Thuram. Tomori cuts it out. Ricci. Time added on 4 minutes. Barella. That's an imaginative pass. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of the... So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. De Winter. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Fikayo Tomori has a rare reputation of being one of the few English footballers to succeed particularly well in Italy.
Modric! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now it's Thuram. It's a pretty loose pass. Modric. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Rafael Leao. Still goalless at the moment. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Rafael Leao really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Modric. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. In it comes. And here's Mkhitaryan. DiMarco. Nkunku producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Ricci. Estupinian. Nice interception, well timed. Mkhitaryan. That's an imaginative pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Estupinian. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Zielinski. Çalhanoğlu. That is good alertness. Modric. He's found a way through.
Such good technique.
30 minutes gone. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. DiMarco.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Acerbi sends it crossfield. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's intervened well there. Now he's got space here. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Modric. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Thinks one through. DiMarco gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Zielinski. No, he's not getting any further than that. And that's definitely not his best. Modric. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Çalhanoğlu.
recupero.
Modric. Estupinian looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Zielinski. Pavlovic. It's a searching pass. And that's a good ball. Oh, he's burst through. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Milan could not have hoped for a better opportunity to get them off and running. 1-0, never any doubt. And he does it with ice in his veins.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating.
It's Modric! That is decidedly lacking.
Modric probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
DiMarco.
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And it's Barella. Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Your impression so far,
81.700
Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Oh no, what has happened here? Mkhitaryan!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Çalhanoğlu does well to get it back. And here's Zielinski. Tries a deft, bullish header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay.
And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Dispatched clinically. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
There's a quick free kick. Driving forward. Salmakers driving forwards. Rafael Leao! And he's following up. Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front. Nkunku duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. De Winter. Pavlovic. And Tomori. Estupinian. Not the most accurate pass.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's out for a goal kick. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. The final seconds now. Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. De Winter cuts it out. And the counter is on. And that's that. Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it. Well, forget form, forget stats, this is a derby game, and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies in world football. The atmosphere alone will send shivers down your spine, and when a goal is registered, the decibel level will deafen you. Believe me on that. Tension levels can be off the scale, and the Milanese have a unique way of expressing their emotions. I've been privileged to be in this position before now, and I'm not expecting to leave disappointed.
And already we're underway here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Salmakas. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense.
Rafael Leao! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Rafael Leao might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Estupinian. Just eases him off the ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the...
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight?
Great chance! Oh, what has happened here? Ricci. And here's Salamakas. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now it's Modric. And it's Ricci. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies.
There's a real...
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Modric! And that's off target. Inter Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of...
And a chance! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
And Kunku demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think...
he's given it away! And that has left him in a heap. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Nicely weighted ball. Thuram gets into a good position. Can he finish? He's got away with one there. It's Mkhitaryan. Has a shot! Loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ricci. Chance here to counter. That is good alertness. Tomori. And this is Mkhitaryan. Oh, what's he giving here? Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Estupinian. Zielinski. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. Oh, just skips past his man. Shot at goal! Zielinski. It's Thuram. And it's DiMarco. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Modric. Now, can they get him away? Just there's the shot! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Milan take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win. And he's had a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Barella. Fofana. And it's half-time here.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ricci. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Goes for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Çalhanoğlu with the short one. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Fofana. De Winter. Modric. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Martinez. Barella. And no, that was never going to make it. Modric. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Threads one in. Great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Barella. Çalhanoğlu. Played out towards the right wing. Some good work on the right flank here. Ricci. Fofana. Looking for the run. Thuram. Searching pass he's played there. And he's cut it out. Salmakers. Fofana. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely shaped ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Çalhanoğlu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Salmakers. Now Richie. Modric. Now it's Nkunku. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Thuram.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Fofana, who has set up 2 goals. Tomori. Pavlovic. De Winter. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Nkunku. And he's got the beating of his man. He's found the way through.
He's having a shot!
A real chance and a real let-off.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Modric with a definite foul there. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Modric. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Mkhitaryan. Looking for options for movement. Well read, and the danger is averted. Stood up well to him there. And it's DiMarco. And he's got his cross in. Modric. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Fofana. Good ball, good take. Thuram. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Fofana. Ricci. Knocks it out wide. And here's Modric. Oh, good take in a good area. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Zielinski.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
DiMarco. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. Oh, this is a great position. Shapes to shoot! And with that, the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never... Well, forget form, forget stats, this is a derby game and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's 2 football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby, it has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and 2 huge institutions. It's a game no matter what the...
Oh, he's been caught!
Chance for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Nice-looking ball. Pavlovic gets across to intercept that. Ricci. Milan finding their passes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Salmakers. De Winter. Modric. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Fofana. Oh, just... He's having a shot! No, not quite.
Milan really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign. DiMarco. Nkunku. That's good play from him.
He's got away. Well read. And the danger is averted. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Çalhanoğlu is offering some sort of an... And the shot! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Milan faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. Mignon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah,
great chance! In for the pieces! That's got him rattled. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Dumfries. De Winter cuts out the pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu. Driving through. Thuram! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Estupinian. And it's Modric. Fofana. Threads one. Goes for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. That's good vision. Defending was strong and firm. Barella. And here's Lautaro Martinez. The referee's awarded a free kick. Pavlovic has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. And here's shapes to shoot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Dumfries making good progress on the right-hand side. DiMarco. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Can he get it through? Ricci could move up a gear here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's a throw-in. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Tries to play it through. And this is Mkhitaryan. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Modric. Tomori.
Il quarto uomo
Estupinian.
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Modric. And it's Nkunku. Modric. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he's decided to go for it. Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Estupinian. Now Modric. Now that's well seen too. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And they win it back again. Now it's Nkunku. Looking for options for movement.
Might want to be careful there.
And he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Modric, out to the right. Passing is crisp and sharp. Estupinian, for fun, has a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
De Winter spots it and intercepts. Chance here to counter. And he's managed to get free.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
It's their second corner of the game. Modric with the short one. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Neatly clipped into space. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Salamanca's. Salmakas.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ambitious ball here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Look at the space here! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And Martinez! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for press.
He's tried one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Ricci.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice control. And he's gone backward here. And this is Modric. And the pass is into... And the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now, who's going to be first to this? And claimed it back swiftly. Barella. That has not gone well. Çalhanoğlu! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dumfries. Lovely feet. Dumfries with the delivery. Salamakers clears. Ricci. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. Ricci. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So, third corner of the game. Chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. Salmakers.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Dumfries. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The win Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin. Cheers, Peter.
He rises! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Kosunu, looking for options for movement.
He's having a shot! In for the pieces! That was superb goalkeeping.
Paulo Dybala actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think Scamacca's first objective here, Peter, is to dominate the opposition defence. And being 6'5", that certainly helps his cause. If he's able to get his way and can become the focal point of the attack and the main source of what they're bringing forward, then he could well turn out to be the match winner.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite.
He's gone for goal!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
It's gone for a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Soulé, Pellegrini. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is good alertness. Oh, that's fabulous. Hangs one in, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Lovely pass, but can he get there? To Ketelara. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Ndika. Soulé.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Caught offside that time. Scamacca looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Bailey. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's shifting through the gears here. Dybala! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Paulo Dybala certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Great chance!
Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Lookman tries a measured ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Can he finish?
Goal! Atalanta! And Atalanta go in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Chance for a shot!
He's keen, determined to have his say. And we have our very first corner. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bailey. Dybala. And the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It's their second corner of the game. And it's Tsimikas. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
I have to
recupero.
say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Floated through. Scamacca. Lookman. Cristante. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pellegrini. Soulé. Now it's Dybala. Atalanta needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Hermoso is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Cristante. Dybala aims beyond the defence. He's beaten. Shot a goal! He's scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Soulé. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Soulé. Lookman. That's a cute ball.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
He's having a go! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Zalewski. Over to the other side. Zappacosta. Now it's to Ketelara. Ball played for Lookman. Scamacca, who's set up one goal so far. And the finish! Goal! Atalanta! And they're back in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Atalanta get themselves into the lead. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mancini. Ndika. That's a little off target. De Ketelare. And he welcomes it in. Dybala. Header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ndika. Can he get on the end of this? The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Pellegrini. Dybala. Dybala has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. The final 5 minutes. Tries a deft little ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Bailey.
Ci saranno 3
Added
minuti
time
di
going up
recupero.
here, it's 3 minutes. He's in a great position here. Lookman! Lookman! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Zalewski. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both... Skamaka! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Skamaka brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Zalewski. Nicely weighted ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Paulo Dybala. His game's all about control and...
He's had a shot! It's there!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Tries a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Bailey certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that was vital. Daroon. And now the breakaway. Atalanta ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Gets into some space. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Cristante. Now there's a fine ball. And it's made its way to him. Played in. Kosunu gets it clear. Might be danger here. Threads one.
And the finish! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to...
Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the shot!
He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, delightful ball. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now that looks a decent ball. Lookman, and the pass is intercepted. Atalanta applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Now this could be a chance. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Scamacca. He's in a great position here.
Pretty robust defending.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Lookman. And he skips past his man. Knocks it out wide. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Played out wide. And it's Pasalic. Dybala looking to add to his goal. Neatly clipped into space.
Chance for a shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, that was all about the quality of the ball, wasn't it? It couldn't have been placed any better.
That has not gone well. Tries to pass it through.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Hermoso. Simicas. De Ketelara. Looking for the run. Simicas. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Tries to play it through. Zappacosta. Ball played for Daroon.
And he's had a hit!
A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we are back on the way. Hermoso spots it and intercepts. He's shifting through the gears here.
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed.
And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Looked and clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, that's fabulous. Pellegrini.
Real chance! And again! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Dybala duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched.
He's going for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And it's Tsimikas. That's a shade optimistic. He's had it taken off him. And he's been shifted off it.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Pasalic.
80.950
It's a really well measured ball. To Ketelara. He's got away. Good ball, good take. Bailey. Dybala. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played back in. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. There's no flag. Cristante. Pellegrini. Bailey.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's lost his man here. And it's Dybala.
Big chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And smartly reclaimed. Kosunu. Zappacosta. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Zalewski. And Darun. And it's Pasalic. He won't be happy with that one. The Ketelara is fouled. Just about up to 75 minutes. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't.
Face to face,
And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Dybala.
And he shoots! They've done it! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Mancini, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Pellegrini, here's onto this. Can he get it through?
And Dybala!
Keeper always had the measure of that.
a moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
That's the keeper's ball. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Pellegrini. Dybala! He's put it wide. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. It's a pretty loose pass. Indica. And Mancini. Cristante. Mancini. De Roon. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We have already started here. Shot a goal! Inya gets good distance on it. Good. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Paul Pogba. He could be a real game changer for this team, Peter. He's got the strength.
Great chance! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So, a breakthrough already.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Pinches it off him. Zakaria tries to thread one through. Konsa makes the interception. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Sancho. He's a sharp little ball here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for the... There's the shot! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Zakaria has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. He'll fancy him, he's having a go. And we have our very first corner. Inya with the short one. Monaco are looking to go forward now. Oh, Red, nice interception. Sancho looks to get on the end of this. Onana. Sancho. Sancho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
This looks promising. And this is Pogba.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from the...
He's one-on-one. Watkins! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll...
Header! That's a half-decent try. He shifted it to the flank. Fati gets into some space. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Golovin. And he cuts out the supply. Cash. Marlon. And the shot's on here. Watkins! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Monaco are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Watkins. Onana. Marlon. Great ball if he can get there. Great work on the overlap. Climbs up big! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Monaco really could have done without this. The chance to pull further clear. Oh no, he's managed to miss it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Zakaria. And it's Zakaria. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Watkins receives it in a
Decent chance! No mistake!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end.
Golovin!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Watkins.
Can he finish?
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you that...
Can he finish?
Oh, it's come off the upright. Pass somewhat off target. Pogba. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Tries a deft little ball.
Nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 28 997.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Marlon aims beyond the defence. Zakaria. Passing is crisp and sharp. Sancho. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's clever. Watkins picks it up out wide. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Camera. He's in a great position here. Now it's shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It goes to show he is human after all.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Golovin. That's an imaginative pass.
And a chance!
Outstanding save to keep that out.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Now it's Golovin. That is a brilliant interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Floated through. He's picked his way through. Incoming delivery. He won't be happy with that one. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And here's Marlon. Great ball.
Goes for a shot!
That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Corner number 2 then.
Watkins!
And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Minamino is herring after that one. Pogba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the keeper's ball. Cash. Marlon, 2 assists to his credit already. Cash. He's found a way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Zakaria. Pogba. And here's the chance to counter. Pogba. It's a pretty loose pass. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Teze. To Golovin. Nicely weighted ball. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Konsa has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Sancho. Oh, some tackle that. It's run loose here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Teze is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Sancho. Teze making good progress on the right-hand side. Minamino could try cutting inside here. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Minamino. Cash. And that's that. Monaco can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now, he's got space here. And the through ball. Watkins is onto this. Caio Henrique defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Zakaria. Ansu Fati. Cash. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Paul Pogba. He could be a real game-changer for this team, Peter. He's got the strength to hold off defenders and the technical ability to pick out a killer pass. He can also shoot with great power and accuracy. He's a real midfield dynamo, actually, capable of winning a tackle in his own half and then charging downfield to make something happen at the other end. Box to box.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Pogba has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Camera.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Mullen! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Pogba. And it's Golovin. And claimed it back swiftly. Zakaria. Now, what about a counter-attack? Good take, and is he in? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Monaco have themselves a chance from the spot. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Konsa clears it away. Nicely weighted ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. He is through here, and a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No way through, so back it comes. And no, he's seen through all of that. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Elliott. Camera. Elliott. Oh, super ball. And he's straight offside. Teze. Golovin. Zakaria. That's a cute ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Not the most accurate pass. Spread it left. Fati looking to penetrate opposition lines. Balogun with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Onana. Camera. And Marlon. And that could set him on his way. That is ended up in no man's land. Now, can they get him away? Good chance here! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Balogun. Dink through. Ansu Fati. He's going for goal. Fair attempt. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Monaco have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. But if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And it's Elliott. Oh, what a climb! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Probing pass. That's good vision. Now it's Balogun. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. Camera. Now it's Marlon. Cash. And here's Elliott. Watkins. Zakaria. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, good take in a good area. Kuhn claims comfortably. And here's Watkins. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. And another try! They want to be quick to... Oh, he's been caught napping! It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Monaco are looking to go forward now. Now it's Zakaria. Zakaria. Now it's Balogun. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's a pretty loose pass. Zakaria. And the counter is on. That's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Zakaria. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Marlon. Elliott. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a brilliant interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great vision. And he's picked out the run. And the shot! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well,
great chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Elliott has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Deftly away. Monaco have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati takes a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Ansu Fati certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Tese gathers from the goal kick. Onana. It's a good ball out wide. Threads one in. Marlon looking for the rock. Can he finish? Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Balogun. And that will be the final act. Monaco pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Oh, super ball! Takes a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Watkins.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's through, now is he in? Ops Elliott! And he's done it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Monaco are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Camera. Now that's well seen too. Pogba. Can he get on the end of this? Marlen.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Balogun. He's beaten the last man. Konsa did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Golovin. It'll pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Monaco are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pogba really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's beautifully weighted. Now it's Elliott. Chance for a shot! And we have our very first corner. Bullish header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Teze. Can he get it through?
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Dink through. "30 minutes gone. Caio Henrique, good purposeful running this. Now it's Golovin.
Great chance!
Elliott. Marlin. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Balogun unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's made its way to him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, he's found support out wide. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nice looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Zakaria. Strokes it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Zakaria.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Now it's Akliush. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cash.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Caio Enrique. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend it. He's having a go. Oh, off the bar! That's really well cleared. Akliush. And it's Akliush. Nicely worked. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Marlin. Cash. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's gone back to the keeper.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Zakaria. And they win it back again. Zakaria is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Elliott. Ball's terrific header. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Ansu Fati. Nicely weighted ball. And he's got the beating of his man. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pogba has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Akliush. And they can counter here. He's in a great position here. Oh, can he get onto this? And he was quick to react. That's good running with the ball. Looking to play him in. That's the keeper's ball. Pogba. And it's Zakaria. Driving forward. Now it's Balogun. And he cuts out the supply. Marlon looking for the run. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Shoots! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Zakaria, pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Pogba, Golovin, spread out to the left. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? Dyer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Cash. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's the shot! Oh, it's come loose. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Teze. Pressing high and with purpose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ansu Fati tries to play it through. This looks promising. And the finish! Goal! Monaco! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Monaco get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that
Real chance!
Monaco nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
3 minutes.
Zakaria. Akliouche in acres of space out wide. Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray.
And that's that. Monaco have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And already we're underway here. Pogba. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Pogba. Monaco controlling the possession in this early phase. Iñigo charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Elliott. Elliott! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And Fati. Monaco still without a single shot on target. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Teze cuts out the pass. Zakaria. Monaco can break here. Lovely pass, but... Oh, shooting chance!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is pop... And the shot! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Camera. Elliott. Onana. Salisu. And it's Zakaria. That ball looks a good one. It's a promising position. Decent chance! Goal! Monaco! And Monaco take the lead. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some...
Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Onana. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this. That could spell trouble. He's on it. Can he get away? Teze. Pogba. Golovin. And it's Zakaria. Now it's Bal... And he shoots! And they win it back again. Balogun, shot could be on. Balogun was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Enrique. Ansu Fati, big chance! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Monaco are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Akliush. Looking for a runner. Konsa gets over and intercepts. Swung over. Now it's Balogun.
Temps additionnel, 1
And he's
minute.
forced to go back. Shifted it to the flank. Elliott. So what can they make of this? Tries to pass it through. That's an excellent interception. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Monaco are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the game has already resumed here. Golovin, Zakaria, ambitious ball here. Camera.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Inyard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
There they go, hunting again. Watkins really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Ansu Fati. He's being urged to shoot.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now he's off and running. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. Onana is there, and he can get that clear. Now it's Watkins. Chance here to counter. It's a searching pass. And that has been cleared. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that was vital. Just eases him off the ball. Kuhn punts it upfield. Marlon. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Salisu makes the interception. Golovin. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great ball, and he's in here!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now Salisu. Teze. Now, can they get him away? And it's Teze. Zakaria. Onana. Probing pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Teze. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Just about up to 75 minutes. Goes for a shot! And it's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Very nicely done. And he skips past his man.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Watkins. Looking to go deep.
Well played and well cleared.
So much time and space here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Akliush. Nicely weighted ball. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now the breakaway. Cash making good progress on the right-hand side. Watkins. And he's cut it out.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's got away. Inyard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ansu Fati tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Played out towards the right wing. He's in space and looking for options.
That's good play from him.
That is lovely. Looking for the run. Cross to the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game After which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Golovin picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Monaco really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that...